Yo, 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 new day, new day. I really gotta force my my energy here, and I've already forced more than I have. I really want to go to sleep, but it's like 5 p.m. What am I supposed to do? Just go to sleep anyway? I can't do that. I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. Like, what the hell? This sucks. Having a normal ass day job sucks ass. I mean, whatever pays the bills, am I right? And goddamn, are there bills to pay? Fuck, I hate this. I hate this so much. Also gotta fucking fill up my gas for my car soon because it's nearly out. There's so much shit. God, fuck. I hate life. Anyway. Here I am playing Hollow Knight to hopefully satiate the void in my heart, in my dark and twisted soul. Anyway, I don't know why holy shit. I have so many thoughts and so little to say at the same time. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, now that 90% of you are gone, I guess I can yap about the newest fucking One Piece chapter, because we got a Wednesday drop, which is insane. But I guess we are in a pretty crazy part of the story. Okay, what? Okay, I guess my headphones crashed and crashed the game with it. Oh well, shit is working now. Anyway. Yeah, there's a Wednesday drop, and like, yeah, we are in a pretty solid fucking state of the of the entire show. We're in the middle of I guess a low-key flashback that turned into a Herald flashback that turned into a fucking Rocks and the Rocks Pirates flashback. Maybe God Valley flashback. Who knows what's coming? But. You know, here's to hoping. I don't know. I'm still in the camp that we won't get a full-on God Valley flashback, and we'll just get like small pieces of it from like many different characters. We already got like a POV from Kuma. We got like a small little POV from okay, wait, was that it? Is that the only one we've seen so far? I guess the closest thing is that we've now seen Rocks, and then we, you know, back at Reverie, we got told, like, what the God Valley incident even was. We got introduced to it. No doubt that Garp will also have some sort of, I don't know, flashback, or, like, tell some history about, like, being at God Valley. Who knows? Anyway, so, 1157... We just got, it's just a basically continuation of last chapter, which is glazing the hell out of the Kuja pirates, which is a bit goofy because, like, in retrospect we're kinda, we're glazing them in, you know, in a flashback, which is kinda, I don't know about that. I don't know how I'm feeling. It feels kinda like a fan chapter almost, like, you know, it is canon, fucking all of it, but it very much feels like some Redditor who decided, oh, he made his own like OC fucking crew, and just placed them in the middle of the Rocks era, you know, in the middle of all these fucking titans of characters on the crew. And said, yeah, these guys are like almost as important as the Rocks pirates were, as the Roger pirates were. You know, these guys are actually really powerful, but they're just they have such a bullshit power, which is like, yeah, you can definitely see how. I don't know, there's a lot of like power scaling stuff going on in my head right now. Mainly upscaling Momonga if that is somebody you even remember. It is a vice admiral who went to take down Boa and her entire gang when, well, I guess not really take out. They were just kind of went there to tell them that they needed to go to Marineford or they were gonna fucking lose their warlord status. And, you know, Boa used her powers. The only one to survive, basically, the only one not to be turned to stone was fucking my main man, Momonga. The only person who the power has been used on and who has not turned to stone. So crazy upscale right there. I guess if you don't count Luffy as well. Also Luffy upscale. So Momonga and Luffy are kinda on the same tier, right? Which you can scale both ways. You could say that Luffy is just Vice Admiral tier, so huge L. There's a lot of ways you can take this. I love the implications of that. Anyway, the main reveal here is that basically the thing that kicked off the God Valley incident was the crown jewel of Hachinosu, the treasure, the treasure of Pirate Island. I don't know. It's been referred to just through different translations as many different things, but we get to now know that it is not a thing. Well, depending on how you look at it, it is a person. It is the former fucking captain of the Kuja pirates, Shaki, who just kinda everyone is glazing her. Their entire shtick is that they are beautiful as fuck, and every pirate out there, every man out there, every woman out there, every person out there is gooning hard to these fuckers. So I guess we're literally just reading Goon Piece now, and it is insane that that is a thing I can say and mean with full confidence. It's really goofy. It is incredibly goofy. Also, like all the glaze that we got for like Rocks seeing his feats and, you know, all the things he did and are going to do, and seeing that he also is falling for this shit. The same with Roger, the same with like somebody like Whitebeard even. Like, damn, all of these guys are just gooners, and there's nothing we can do to defend them. The only one who isn't a gooner is fucking Rayleigh, who, of course, we know ends up with Shaki, you know, kinda unofficially, and opens up a bar in, fucking Sabaody. Sabaody Archipelago. So, you know, the interesting thing here is, of course, that Shaki is the fucking the thing they were fighting over on God Valley, the thing they used to lure out Rocks D. Sebek, because that seems to be like the case. Kinda. I guess there are many options. But she was the one. She can be used for many things. That sounded wrong, but you know what I mean, right? How do I even... I don't know, I haven't gotten all my thoughts out, but basically the interesting conclusion here, because we know the conclusion somewhat, is that, first of all, she survives. She straight up survives. The entirety of God Valley. You know, not really surprised there, because, you know, a lot of people did survive God Valley. Basically only one person is, like, I guess only rumored to die. I don't know if it's even confirmed that Rocks is dead. It's just, like, very heavily implied, but the opportunity is still there for him not to. Ooh, I'm about to die to these guys again. This is really embarrassing if I do. I'm supposed to be getting way further. Well, I guess that is like... God damn it. I guess that is a shorter day for me if I end up doing so, yeah, I'll take that fucking any day. People can call me ass in the comments, I would not care. So, like, what is the... what's the deal with that? Like, what's the shtick that ends up, like... How is pretty much the question. How does she end up on God Valley? How does she end up being taken by the God's Knight? Or the... I guess we don't know if it's the God's Knights, but, you know, it's probably the God's Knights who end up taking her. But my thoughts are that, just to like tie it all back together, because this is essentially, you know, this is all a flashback of Harold, which ties back into the flashback of Loki. So, you know, my thoughts so far are, Jesus Christ, this guy is fucking aimbotting. I guess he is an AI, so yeah, that's giving him too much credit. My thoughts are that it is Harold who ends up doing like some sort of favor for the government, because he was also requested to, you know, kill rocks by the Gorosei in order to, you know, basically join the world government. He had to go kill rocks. And, you know, I think he did try to do something like that, but instead ended up just like kidnapping Shaki for them. Something like that, and then handing over, and, you know, that leads, a lot of this leads to the question of, like, was there, like, was the Giant Warrior Pirates, or at least King Harold, was he at God Valley also? Like, there are so many opportunities for God Valley still, even though we know, like, the main players of who was there. There could still be somebody else. The doors have never been more open. So, yeah, I don't really know where this entire thing is gonna go. But I just fucking also, like, when and how and why does Harold end up, like, because he rips out his horns. He has like those ancient giant horns that somebody like Loki, somebody like Kaido also has. But, you know, he ends up ripping them out, but, like, why? I remember something about it, like, essentially, you know, he was disgusted by how somebody else acted. I don't fucking know. It kind of reminds me of Fujitora, how he, like, blinded his eyes because he saw something that, you know, disgusted him to such an extent. But, like, we don't really get to know why. I kind of thought that we were gonna see Fujitora in this chapter, just because, like, I don't know, I actually can't remember the difference between the backstories of Fujitora and Green Bull, but one of them could have been here in this chapter, ended up not being there, but one of them, I think it is Fujitora, is like a former, like, fucking military man, or like a police guy, that ended up in some sort of fucking prison. I can't remember which, but they could have been there at some of the, at one of the Rocks pirate raids. Like, it would have been a fun, like, inclusion, I guess. Not much more than that, just like, you know, funny drop that, oh, this guy's here, this guy's like in the flashback, and we have not seen either of them for so long. That would just be kind of fun. Well, I guess there are a lot of characters in One Piece, so I guess it's, you know, there has to be somebody we never get to see, including somebody that just popped into my mind for some reason, Smoker. Where the hell is Smoker? Supposedly at some marine base carrying a box, but what's in the box and where is he going, and like what is his deal right now? What's he doing? We have no clue whatsoever. So again, I would like answers to all these things, and I don't know if I should just keep trusting that fucking Oda, the One Piece guy, he knows the answers. He has a master grand plan for like everything, because I know at the end of the day he has a plan for a lot of things, but like also not for a lot of things. I don't know, there's a lot of that's a whole debate. Anyhow, also these couple of chapters included the introduction of none other than Silver Axe. I don't think we get a name for yeah, we do get a name for him actually, my bad. Fucking Kyo. I remember him as a bounty hunter, but apparently no. The curse of the bounty hunters being, you know, non-relevant is still real. He was an assassin who was apparently Shiki's rival, and like, how can you be a rival to an assassin? Like, I don't fucking know. I kind of hope that it's all just a ploy to like assassinate. Like he ends up, they both end up under the Rocks Pirates, you know. But I hope that the fact that he is presumably after Shiki's fucking head, they are like at each other's throats constantly. We also see that in this chapter. I kind of hope that that is some sort of catalyst to, like, you know, one crewmate killing, straight up just killing the other, because we have not seen either of these two in the current story. We of course see Shiki in like some movie or something. But is that canon? I also think we see him in Chapter 0, not that we, or that I have read Chapter 0, but maybe I should actually do that. I feel like a fake One Piece fan now that I mention it. Yeah, no, that was my own fault. I saw that coming from a mile away, and I chose not to dodge it, because I thought I had iframes to, I guess not iframes. I guess iframes. Just a lot of iframes, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I guess this ended up being like the One Piece episode. So my bad for spoiling, gang. I gotta head out and do nothing for the rest of the day. My legs still hurt. Womp womp. Goodbye.